careers in education is a very broad uh, thing to talk about. I mean, we're talking about 70 years of work that has happened in this sector. We are very fortunate that we are in a country which is purely democratic and have made investment in education. So the governments have done an exceptional job in bringing education, especially the school education agenda, right up front, culminating into a right to education. A lot of civil society organizations in the last 30 years significantly have contributed to that policy change and consistently trying to create models which could potentially scale.
I think one thing I've noticed is many people joining the sector are looking, we talk about giving back, but I think they're more than giving back. They want to co-create. They don't want to give back in the future. They want to co-create the future.
Education is a problem that it's linked to other problems, right? It's in the end, the other problems that we see they directly link back to education, to lack of education. I think for me, education is a wicked problem. When I say wicked problem, I feel it's basically a problem where we don't have complete knowledge of what's happening. We have a lot of people involved in it, and everyone has an opinion. The government, parents, teachers, children, everyone has an opinion, and it comes with a lot of cost. And if you want to provide excellent education, you need to invest a lot. Through this process, I think what people really look out for is one, a steep learning curve, because this is a problem that we don't know what we are trying to solve, and in the journey we figure it out. There is a steep learning curve for everyone, and I think the other thing is a huge scope for innovation.
Many people were looking. I think I can speak from my own experience. Is what is that alignment between personal goals and my profession itself?
They don't care about the romanticism. They're way beyond that. They really genuinely care about moving that needle, making that difference.
There's a lot of scope for innovation, especially at these times. And I think technology, what's on my mind is technology. How can we leverage that to reach every child in India and every teacher in India? With the organizations that I've worked with, government, with Teach for India, and with the EdTech companies that I've worked with, I think there are a lot of diverse roles that the organizations have to offer. As you can almost say it's very similar to the corporates that are outside, right? So we have tech roles, we have business development roles, we have strategy roles, and we have content creation, marketing, learning and development. I think almost everything that you could possibly do in any other sector.
As I've spent time in the sector, I've definitely been exposed to a much larger bracket of roles, and even within schools, I think it's not just teaching. I've worked in the management and the administration of schools, and that's a very corporate role. Like a lot of my corporate experience comes into play in what I do, even within a school.
So the opportunities are extremely spread. Yes, you can work at a school level. You can work as a teacher or as a teacher support. You have to go through some bit of training. But outside school, there is so many roles available. There are so many different kind of organizations. So there are organizations which are big organizations like Pratham, Kaivalyas of the world, which are 800,000 people organization.
The talent in the sector, I would say, is mind-blowing, right? Like the amount you get to learn, the diversity in the sector is just incredible in both the organizations I've worked in. So I think the complexity of it is extremely high in education. And the final thing I'll add is the outcomes are visible only multiple years later, which is very, very different from even something like health, where you can hopefully see within months the impact of that initiative, right? Versus with education, it is like the earliest you'll see impact is multiple years.
Previously, it was very unorganized, and people would do very. There were the accountability levels were very low before, but I think now I think there are clear evaluation structures for people, for their professional development, and for the organization's growth, that the accountability levels are high, and that drives quality automatically, and that means it's creating talented individuals apart from having talented individuals.
Without smart people, organizations couldn't have been built, the kind of organizations that are in the sector. I mean, you need talent to have operationalized ideas. Everything started as an idea. Without smart people, you couldn't have operationalized it. You couldn't have scaled it. I think this will be very clear that listen, what am I want? What is essential? What is non-essential? Just to have that perspective as well.
That the sector pays for talent, because without talent, we will not be able to achieve much. In the short run, we also see that there could be some job losses because of that, but it may start a trend on gig economy. That how do we now plan our projects with short-term staffing or people who can do short projects? Cash flow is going to be disrupted. We have to constantly now reimagine and redesign on something that we don't know what's going to happen. More than volunteering, I think it's important to improve what you know about this sector, and you kind of pick something that excites you. And that is volunteering will not help. It requires a lot of networking. So you need to really go talk to people. As I said, it's really maturing this space. So there is enough out there to read up.
Have your why crystallized and find ways to keep that why alive. And if volunteering is one of them, so be it. If knowledge building is one of them, that is what Vinod is suggesting. And I think just to, I think one thing we all need to do, whether in the sector or outside, and if you're especially considering coming in, is to be that active citizen that we are visualizing.
If you want to be chosen, you've got to work on something different additionally, so that you can be the person among many others who are applying. So think about what is that additional extra advantage that you can gain by working on a project or doing a course or something else, and that will definitely improve the likelihood of you getting hired.